Show my screen. All right, guys. What do you see? Do you see Visa? Okay. Okay. Recording. All right, guys. This is the first webinar of WaveGenius.com. I'm gonna try to organize this like in a way that so that people can like. That's what I'm gonna do. I have an idea, guys. I'm gonna record each section and then turn it off, and then record. What I'm gonna do is I'll record each like 10-minute brick, and then when it's done, I'll just turn it off and record, turn it off and record. So everything will be set up. Okay, that's a good idea. All right, all right. So the first, this is a work in progress. So by the time in a month, it should be a lot better than some disorganized crap. But it's gonna be totally organized. All right. First 10 minutes, I was talking about the weekly state of the Elliott wave. That's what actually pretty important right now. Okay. S&P. So basically, what we're looking at the S&P. Let me go with a 31-minute chart here. Over the course of the past month, it's essentially been. Let me see. Look at the setup here. All right. All right. Basically, on the S&P, what we've seen since the highs of 1897, we've seen a zigzag that was actually right on the number. So, what we've seen actually in the past like month and 2 months is a very, very sideways pattern. And turn this off here. 1 second. Unmute me. Okay. What I was saying right now. Okay. Essentially, we've seen a large zigzag from the 1897 high, and in the A equals C pattern was actually perfect. It was actually right on the number. The first wave was A from 1897 to 1837, a B wave to 1872, then a C wave to 1814 or 1813. The exact A equals C was 1813, and so based on this pattern, what I've seen is the typical ABC zigzag into rally, and at the top of the B gets taken out in but tomorrow morning, which is very possible right now because the futures are up about 5 or 6. The top of the B gets taken out. That would set up a 0.786 move over 1885. So essentially, we've had a very very sideways pattern that has almost been indiscernible, simply because the it's been not a very impulsive move. It's been corrective zigzags, a lot of XYZs, and a lot of crap. But I'm trying to organize this. The worst case scenario though is like that we do fail here below 1830, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So it's been a very difficult sideways like market for a long time, ever since January. And look at the Dow. I mean, the only time we've had a pattern of significance was the bottom of last boost last February, and the rally into April 4th. And when we got that rally, we got an immediate corrective zigzag, which basically knocked out the entire impulse into a wave two. So if you can see my pointer right now, I'm gonna see if I set the pointer. Keyboard and mouse. Okay. Can you guys see my keyboard and mouse right now? Or let me see. Can you guys see my keyboard and mouse? You guys there? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can see it.
Oh, so what do you see? Is it a very large pointer and mouse?
small black one.
Okay, you can actually see it. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, cool. Okay, so essentially, what I'm looking for right now is basically a third wave off the Dow, and it's actually it was a very very standard zigzag off the highs, and it wasn't very hard to see based on this pattern. Because as you can see from this, if you can see my pointer, it's very simple, A, B, and C, and it was equal length to the C wave and the A wave. And the rally that took out the top of the B wave like last Friday, it barely took it out. So what I'm expecting over the next maybe 2 or 3 months is maybe a three of three. Believe it or not, a three of three. And what people are saying right now is that after the zigzag, it was actually a four before a five, as opposed to a two before a three. So the question right now is if we do take out 16,600 in the Dow, does it turn to a four before a five, or does it turn into a two before a three? A four before a five would be a lot shorter and probably hit at most 17,000 before correcting in the larger corrective two after an impulse. And the corrective two would happen immediately after it does end up, if it ends up taking out the top of the first wave at around 16,700. So what I want personally is to see 16,575 taken out this week, and just a large grinding third wave, and that would set up the three of three, and that would set up every single chart you guys are about to see that I've set. All these setups that I'm about to show you guys are based on this pattern. If this pattern develops into a three of three, then we will actually see all these charts develop. And that's what we need is basically the wind behind the sails, get the three of three, and then you have all these targets set up. Okay, that's the first section.